competitive and recreational activities. We've installed over 1,000 fields, and we continue to focus on innovation and excellence. We partner with our clients to revitalize their existing athletic fields and create new ones from the ground up through meticulous planning, state-of-the-art materials, and expert craftsmanship. Whether it's a professional stadium or a community field, we are building healthier, more beautiful communities and delivering surfaces that perform, last, and support vibrant, active lives. Learn how we can take your sports facility to the next level by visiting afoa.us.
John's Lawn Service has made this free game stream possible for everyone watching.
For years, it had been the same routine, working all night. Ah, those beautiful faces. I wanted more, for me, for them, for our futures. There was this day that something changed, a simple moment of dress-up. It opened my eyes.
Take charge of your future and go big at CCM.
Tired of tired floors? At Washington Floors, we're a family-owned business in Washington, New Jersey. From cozy carpets to stunning hardwoods, we've got your floor covered, literally. Fully insured, fully trusted. Call Washington Floors today at 908-989-0111. Again, that's 908-989-0111.
Provide your team or athlete with quality trophies, medals, plaques, and awards with Performance Trophy and Medals of Randolph. Call us today at 973-989-8775.
This is Christian Copeland, broadcaster for Big State Sports, and you're watching high school football right here on YouTube.
KJM Financial, helping families navigate the college application and financial aid process since 1988. Visit njcollegeguy.com to schedule your free consultation today. NIL deals mean opportunity, but also risk. Don't face it alone. Lyons & Associates reviews, negotiates, and protects your contracts so you could focus on winning on and off the field.
Here at Open Road Cadillac, everybody gets treated just like family. We always make sure we find the right car for you.
The 2025 Cadillac Lyriq, now for the limited time price of only $529 a month. Open Road Cadillac of Morristown in Florham Park, New Jersey.
Oh.
Here at Open Road Mazda of Morristown, we strive to provide a stress-free, knowledgeable, positive buying experience. No matter your budget, we'll find the right car for you.
Drive home the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for just $229 a month.
Check us out for yourself.
Hey parents, Anchor Golf and Recreation is now registering full and half-day golf camps. Anchor Golf Day Camps are designed to teach children fundamentals of golf. To register your child for golf camp, go online and click the registration tab at anchorgolfcenter.com. Anchor now has 4 dedicated outdoor lighted pickleball courts. Call to reserve your court today. Check out Anchor's 18-hole miniature golf course with new features. It's fun for the whole family. Anchor Golf and Recreation offers so much more. Call or see us at anchorgolfcenter.com.
Blue Nail was superior in almost every aspect. We worked with contractors for almost everything in the firehouse, and Blue Nail really made us feel comfortable all the way through, from the contract to pre-planning to scheduling, getting the job done. We are thrilled that they were able to do the job for us.
Don't wait. Your dream ride is waiting at Garden State Harley-Davidson. From Harley legends to rugged CF Moto off-road beasts, the season's best selections here now. Route 10 East Morris Plains.
David Hashagen here from Big State Sports. You're watching free coverage of the best high school athletes across the Garden State.
This is Zach Smolin with Big State Sports. We know fundraising can be tough for booster clubs and coaches. That's why we're excited about Leading Edge. They've helped programs raise tens of thousands of dollars in just a 1-hour fundraising drive. Scan this QR code or visit leadingedgefundraising.com and let them know that Big State Sports sent you.
This is George Muha, and you're watching Big State Sports.
Mandelbaum Barrett PC Attorneys at Law provide you with a 360-degree approach for your personal and business legal needs, built on relationships, support, and innovation. You can rely on Mandelbaum Barrett. Visit us at nblawfirm.com.
This holiday, Verizon's got the craziest deal ever with iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch. All on them. But no getting it if you're naughty. You just ate. Don't worry, we know what list you're on. I'm always watching. Always watching. Not always. Boundaries.
Get the powerful new iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch all for $0. No trade-in needed on any plan.
Pick Your Cards is located on Route 46 in Ledgewood. Our huge inventory can be shopped online at pickyourcards.com, where you can use the code BigStateSports for an extra discount.
George J. Keller & Sons want your house to be the kind of home for all to see. Best roofing, windows, siding too. Great solar and gutters, we're here for you. Our seasoned pros are unsurpassed, so give a call, we'll take your task. Transform your home, that's what we do. So give a call, we're here for you. For roofing, siding, windows, and solar, we do it all for you. George J. Keller & Sons. Your family-owned operation since 1980. Call for your free estimate.
Third down to give. Montella cuts back up the middle, and he's over 1,000 yards, and he's off to the races.
Up in the air, blocked down!
Dumping in wide open net. Too easy right there.
Holly Chapman, she'll take off from the wing. That one's good.
Webb trying to get the pin.
Here we go.
And it got it! That would win it for Warren Hill.
Great senior night ceremony here at Lenby Valley High School.
A 63 save performance by Casey Connor, the Crimson.
Can he break his record? Kenty Edwards wins it.
First game of your conference schedule.
So good, and we're all so pumped and just happy to look.
Lineups ahead tonight on Morris Sussex.
And good evening and welcome to Memorial Field in Butler, New Jersey, as Big State Sports welcomes you to our coverage of the high school football state playoffs. Tonight, it's the North 1 Group 1 semifinals as the top-seeded Butler Bulldogs host the fourth-seeded New Milford Knights. Mike Gurnis joined by Bob Yanofsky tonight here on Big State Sports. We've got two teams battling for the right to play for a sectional title next Friday. We will talk a little bit more about that in a moment, but first, we want to take a moment to thank our sponsors for bringing this game to you on our airwaves for free. And first, we will welcome you to Memorial Field, where it is currently 52 degrees and cloudy. Game time temperature is brought to you by ICS, keeping you cool when it's hot and warm when it's cold. Go to ICSHVAC.com for all your comfort needs. And tonight, we are coming to you from the Mandelbaum Barrett Press Box. Since 1930, Mandelbaum Barrett PC has been a trusted legal partner for all of life's biggest plays. From business deals to personal matters, our experienced attorneys provide hands-on attention and innovative solutions. For nearly a century, we've built enduring relationships across diverse industries. Wherever you are, whatever your legal need, and whether it's personal or professional, Mandelbaum Barrett PC is on your team. Learn more at mblawfirm.com. And we want to thank GroupSpot. Tired of juggling emails, texts, and a dozen apps to keep your group organized? Meet GroupSpot, the private, all-in-one hub built for teams, clubs, families, and more. Control notifications, manage RSVPs, run subgroups without social media noise. Start your group today at groupspot.app. Top Mental Game. Struggling with confidence, inconsistency, and playing scared and tight? Learn how to unlock your potential and perform at your best when it matters the most with Top Mental Game. Get the same personalized tools that professional athletes use to play with confidence, increase resilience, and build a champion's mindset. Visit topmentalgame.com to schedule your free consultation. Leading Edge. At Leading Edge, we help athletes play, compete, and grow. We partner with teams and programs nationwide to raise money for gear, travel, and the season ahead. With proven tools and real support, we're more than fundraising, we're fueling futures. Leading Edge, raising money, building character. Athletic Fields of America, enhancing the athletic experience by transforming sports facilities into premier venues for competitive and recreational activities. Learn how Athletic Fields of America can take your sports facility to the next level by visiting afoa.us. Lyons & Associates. NIL deals mean opportunity, but also risk. Don't face it alone. Lyons & Associates reviews, negotiates, and protects your contract so you can focus on winning, on and off the field. All right, so huge thank you to all our sponsors tonight. We've got a rematch tonight from earlier in the season. Butler, New Milford met just under a month ago on October 11th. It was a 28-14 win for Butler on the road in New Milford. They're coming here this time. Butler built a 2-touchdown lead early in that one, and while New Milford was able to cut the deficit to one score a couple of times, Bulldogs put it away in the fourth quarter. Butler comes in at 9-0, New Milford 6-4. So for more on tonight's game, I'm going to bring in my broadcast partner this evening, Bob Yanofsky. Bob, we're going to start with the visiting team in New Milford. No secret that this team likes to run their offense through their star running back in Kobe St. Hilaire. He transferred from Don Bosco to St. Joe's to New Milford this year. Had to sit out the first few games, but he's been outstanding since joining the lineup. His lowest rushing total of the year, only had 118 yards in the loss to Butler. What will the Knights need to get him going in this one, Bob?
Well, first of all, Mike, it is great to be with you tonight. The 5'10", 185-pound junior ran for 1,286 yards in just 6 games. Put out your calculator, that's an average of 214 per contest. Now, the answer to your question is block for him and keep giving him the ball. Last week, the St. Joe's transfer carried the ball 34 times. We'll talk about New Milford's quarterback in a moment, but any success Max Kinney has passing will help St. Hilaire.
And as for the home side, Butler Bulldogs, they come in at 9-0. Another terrific season as it looks to reach a sectional final for the third year in a row and be the sectional champions. The first time these teams met, Butler led 14-0 in the first quarter and was able to hang on the rest of the way. Bob, how important is it? Well, I believe we're going to be pausing actually for the national anthem here.
EMS, law enforcement, and fire personnel to stand up and be recognized.
They're honoring law enforcement and military personnel right now. But anyways, Butler was able to lead 14-0 early. How important is it going to be for the Bulldogs to get out? And we're doing the national anthem. So we will pause and honor America. Just take one moment here. So great rendition of our national anthem there. Going back to what we were talking about here. So, Bob, obviously Butler started out quick last time. How important is it going to be for them to start out quick on offense this time around?
Well, the Bulldogs need to control tempo. How do you do that? An early 2-score lead could take the Knights out of their comfort zone. While St. Hilaire will get his carries, he might not get the 34 he had last week if Butler scores early and often. The Bulldogs want Max Kinney, not Kobe St. Hilaire, to be the focus of the Knights offense.
Yeah, and looking at the two quarterbacks, we'll start with Butler's David Smith. He's a dynamic dual threat. He's accounted for 35 total touchdowns this season and combined over 2,000 yards rushing and passing just this season alone. At just 5'8", he's not the biggest guy out there, but you wouldn't know with the way he plays, right, Bob?
Yeah, you're in for a treat tonight on BigStageSports.com. Joe Hoffman wrote yesterday that Smith is the, quote, best quarterback in the area. The 5'8", 175-pound senior's favorite stat is that he is 20-1 as a starting quarterback. Now, here are a few more. The senior has accounted for 73 TDs, while at Butler, 45 passing, 27 running. This season, and get these numbers, through 9 games, 1,159 yards passing, 15 touchdowns, 1,043 yards rushing, and 20 touchdowns. Last week in the quarterfinal game, again, this is a quarterback, 200 yards rushing and 5 touchdowns. Smith exemplifies what a dual threat is.
All right, they just had the coin toss here. I think Butler won the toss, and they are going to receive the opening kickoff here. Now, as to the other side, New Milford's going to turn to junior Max Kenny as their quarterback. The Knights don't throw the ball very often, just 70 attempts all year with 554 yards. Played pretty well in the first matchup, completed 8 of 14 for 108 yards and 2 touchdowns. We know all about St. Hilaire's ability to run the ball, but as you mentioned already, it feels like if New Milford's going to get to a sectional final, they're going to need to balance it out with their junior quarterback.
Well, Mike, it takes more than one player to stop an unbeaten team like Butler. And tonight, that'll be the responsibility of the 5'11", 185-pound junior, Max Kenny. Scoring situation will dictate the impact Kenny will have. Now, he's only averaging 7 passes a game. Do not look for him to run over 10 games, only 4 carries for 4 yards. And you know what? They're about ready for the kickoff and for the call of tonight's game. Here is Mike.
All right, and this opening kickoff going to be presented to you by Open Road Mazda of Morristown. First-time car buyers, listen up. Open Road Mazda of Morristown has your back. Discover affordable, dependable vehicles for less than $15K, backed by a rock-solid 5-day money-back guarantee. Drive with confidence. Drive with Open Road Mazda of Morristown. So Alex Stuckey set to kick this one off for New Milford. 2 men back deep for Butler, and we are underway in the North 1 Group 1 semifinals. It's a short kick, and it's going to be recovered by Butler there at about the 40. It looked like New Milford tried to catch him off guard a little bit with a short kick. But the Bulldogs are going to get the ball right around the 40-yard line, and now we will see this Butler offense go to work. Butler's offense is led by the quarterback, as we mentioned in our intro, number 1, David Smith. He's a senior. Weapons around him is the running back, number 22, Yadi Perez, and then his receivers, number 14, Nick Parkinson, number 13, William Jones, as Smith takes it up the left side, got some running room up across the 50, up across the 45, and that's going to be a first down right off the bat for David Smith.
Well, we talked about what kind of an option that David Smith is, and it's like you really have to prepare for 2 different players. He's such a good passer, and he's an outstanding receiver. Another interesting note, Butler won the toss, and usually what you'll see is that the team that wins the toss will defer for the second half, and perhaps it's a situation where Butler did not want to see St. Hilaire on the field, and that's why they accepted the kickoff, and they got excellent field position.
All right, so looks like, I'm not sure if that was a timeout that was officially called, maybe an official's timeout. Nonetheless, receivers for Butler, number 14, Nick Parkinson, number 13, Will Jones, number 8, CJ Bentley, and number 6, Jay Sepulveda. Those are the receivers for the Bulldogs. As Smith hands off, up the middle. Nice little gain there on the ground. That was the number 22, Yadi Perez. Gets up to about the 38-yard line. So that'll be a 5-yard gain. They'll bring up 2nd and 5, and Butler's offense right on the ball right away. They like to move quickly and operate with tempo. Motion to the left side. Smith, play action, fires, incomplete. He was looking for 0 Evan Croker there. And as for the tight ends for Butler, you'll see 0 Evan Croker, number 7 Ryder Higbee, and number 18 Jaden DiNatale. Those are the tight ends. Offensive line, 70 Cole Benacasa is the left tackle. Left guard is number 51 Christian Franco. Number 78, the center, Andreas Haralou. Number 53, Tommy Henahan's the right guard. And number 56, right tackle, Peyton Cabers. So that is the offense for the Butler Bulldogs. Read option, there goes Smith. Up across the 30, up across the 20, to the 10. Touchdown! Or is he short?
Looks like he did step out of bounds.
Yeah, couldn't quite tell on the far side of the field. Looked like he had lots of running space, but he steps out of bounds.
So here's another look at it, and from his own 40, he goes down the left side, breaks a couple of tackles, and looks like he steps out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. So 2 carries, and already Smith is making his impact on the game tonight.
So first and goal for the Bulldogs offense. And up the left side, Smith. That time, there's no doubt about it. Touchdown, Butler. David Smith, 21st rushing touchdown of the year. It's a 6-yard run, and the Bulldogs strike first. It's 6-0 with 10:48 to go in the first.
So Smith pretty much doing it himself. He picked up on 3 carries to get this 55 yards unofficially on the opening drive. Again, he had 200 yards rushing last week, and it is 6-0 with the extra point upcoming.
Logan Mendalio set to kick this one. It's a low line drive, and that is through. So, 10:48 to go here in the first quarter. Butler leads 7-0 over New Milford. And David Smith, he had 1,847 career rushing yards coming in tonight. He's closing in on 2,000. 55 yards on that drive unofficially brings him even closer. So he's likely within 100 yards of 2,000 career rushing yards now.
And that drive was 1:10, so again, winning the toss, electing to kick the ball looked like the right decision as Butler got outstanding field position and was able to capitalize. So it is 7-0, and let's see, still plenty of time and a chance for Kobe St. Hilaire, the transfer originally Bosco and then St. Joe's, and excited to see what he's all about. He wears number 30, and we should be calling his number quite a bit tonight.
Logan Mendalio set to kick this one off for Butler from the 40. 3 men back actually to receive this one for New Milford. And the kick, end over end kick, going to be fielded inside the 20, brought up across the 25, across the 30, got some running room, but a nice shoestring tackle brings him down around the 35-yard line. Nice return there, and now we'll see this New Milford offense go to work. And as we mentioned already, the highlight of the New Milford offense is the tailback number 30, Kobe St. Hilaire, 1,200 rushing yards on the season. Quarterback is number 5, Max Kenny. Receivers are number 6, Brady Gilchrist, and number 18, Alex Stuckey. Tight end tonight is going to be number 1, Luke Johnson, and the fullback is number 2, Jake Johnson. So those are the skill players for the New Milford Knights. Kenny hands off, St. Hilaire breaks a tackle there up across the 40. Nice start to the game there for the New Milford offense. Picking up about, we'll say, 6 yards there, so it'll be 2nd and 4. And this New Milford offensive line, number 69, Marcos Lopez, he's a junior. Number 55, Thomas Resigliano, a junior. Number 66, Jeremy Friedberg, he's a junior. Number 68, Eldrin Flores, a junior. And then number 77, Thomas Seeby, he is a senior. Motion here, hands off, St. Hilaire, up the middle. He's going to get the first down, it looks, and it will be a first down for New Milford.
Now what's significant on this first drive for New Milford, winning first down, and you pick up anywhere more than 4 yards, in this case 6 yards, makes the play options so much easier when you get to second and third down. And this time, New Milford did not even need a third down as St. Hilaire picks up the first down.
So the Butler defense, defensive ends, number 56, Peyton Cabers, he's a senior, and number 7, Ryder Higby, a sophomore. Interior defensive lineman, number 70, Cole Benacasa, a senior, and number 53, Tommy Henahan, a junior. Kenny hands off up the middle. Nice bit of running room there. This time it's Jake Johnson, the fullback, number 2. He gets about 9 on that one. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Number 2, Jake Johnson.
Now, Johnson was the featured back the first 4 games of the season, and in fact, in 3 of those, Johnson exceeded 100 yards. Now, obviously, when you have a talent like St. Hilaire in the lineup, Johnson is not going to get many carries, but as you can see, he's still effective in picking up 9 yards on that crucial first down, which again, New Milford winning first down.
So 2nd and 1 here for the Knights. We'll get to the rest of the Bulldogs starters on defense shortly. Kenny hands off St. Hilaire, first down and a little bit more up across the 30, and there he goes! Kobe St. Hilaire to the house, touchdown New Milford. Well, it looked like he was going to be taken down at about the 30, and he just kept his legs moving, and the Knights respond.
So here's another look at it, and let's not underestimate that 9-yard run by Johnson because it gave St. Hilaire a break. And this is a team that loves to run the ball, especially when you have a weapon like St. Hilaire. And after he broke a tackle, pretty much untouched down the right side. It is now 7-6 with the extra point upcoming.
So Alex Stuckey set to kick this one, end-over-end kick, and it is through the uprights, and we are tied at 7 with 8:43 to go here in the first quarter. So after that drive, we'll take a moment to recognize the rest of the starters on defense for the Butler Bulldogs. Linebackers number 18, Jaden DiNatale, a senior. Linebacker number 3, AJ Kilmat, he's a junior. And then the other linebacker, 0, Evan Croker, he's a junior. Defensive backs tonight, cornerbacks number 8, CJ Bentley, a senior. And number 5, Logan Mendalio, he's a senior. Safety number 14, Nick Parkinson. And then stepping in at safety tonight is number 13, Will Jones, a junior. He's playing for number 2, Dan Wilson, who is out tonight.
And to put a bow on that drive, it took 1:59, a 64-yard drive, and St. Hilaire picking up most of the yardage and finishing it with a 43-yard touchdown run. Got a great game so far, 7-7, 8:43 remaining in the first quarter. It's fireworks tonight.
And it's very similar to the first half these two teams played earlier in the season. It was very high scoring. It was 21-14 at the half as they go with another short kick here, fielded inside the 35, and he'll go out of bounds. And so with that, we did not get to meet the New Milford defense last time around. We'll do that now. Defensive ends, number 2, Jake Johnson, a senior, and number 88, Brady Falco, a senior. Nose guard is number 69, Marcos Lopez, a junior. Outside linebackers, number 1, Luke Johnson, a senior. Number 8, Jesse Brophy, a sophomore. And number 26, Spencer Latali, a freshman. Inside linebacker is Daniel May, a junior. He's number 34. As Smith keeps it himself. Up across the 40, up near the 45, and you see them going to Smith once again. No secret who's getting the ball for both these teams tonight.
Yeah, we profiled the 2 headliners in the opening segment, that being Smith and St. Hilaire, and so far in the first 4 minutes of the game, that's exactly where majority of the carries have been.
Defensive backs for New Milford, cornerback number 6, Brady Gilchrist, a junior, and number 7, Peter Sarianos, a junior. And then the safety is Zach Spencer, a freshman, number 3, as they hand off. Right side off tackle. New Milford is right there. He's going to be short, or he'll be very close to the first down. We'll see exactly where they mark him, and they're going to say it's a first down. So good job there by Evan Croker picking that one up. So again, the safeties for New Milford, number 3, Zach Spencer, a freshman, and then number 14, Alex Stuckey, a senior. And that is the New Milford defense. So Yadi Perez in the backfield behind Smith this time around. And Croker up the left side, breaks a tackle up across the 45. He's going to get the first down. So Evan Croker's got the 75 yards rushing on the season, but he did have an impact the last time around when they played New Milford. He had 5 catches for 74 yards and a touchdown in that one. And so far, they're featuring him on the ground in this one.
Yeah, his contribution this season has been more as a receiver, 22 receptions, 356 yards, and 3 touchdowns, and Butler back to the line of scrimmage.
They like to move quickly. Shotgun formation for Smith. Hands off. That's Perez. Not a whole lot there. Give him about 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 coming up for Butler.
Didn't really get a chance to talk about Perez in the opening segment. He's a big part of this offense. 131 carries, 719 yards, and 8 touchdowns coming into tonight. So let's see as the game develops how much more Perez is using. I'm a little surprised that they've been using Evan Croker so far a little bit more than maybe we anticipated.
Trying to diversify their offense a little bit, it appears. And there goes Smith up the middle. First down. And more. Up the left side. 10-5. Touchdown. Well, how's this for a start? 6:33 left in the first quarter, and there's already been 3 touchdowns in this game. Butler retakes the lead. It's 13-7.
Well, if you like offense, you're watching the right game as Smith takes the ball, goes up to middle, breaks a few tackles, and then I think he stopped, and then he veers off to the left side, down the sidelines, untouched for a 40-yard touchdown unofficially. That puts him at 103 yards on 5 carries and 2 touchdowns, at 13-7 with the extra point upcoming.
So unofficially, just about 50 yards away from 2,000 for his career, as the extra point's good. So 6:33 to go here in the first quarter. Butler already leads this one 14-7. And folks, make sure after this game you tune to our social media channels. We'll have an exclusive interview with our Blue Nail Exteriors player of the game. Long way to go in this one, but already some candidates emerging, but we have 3 quarters to make that decision.
You know, Mike, usually when teams run the ball, you think pound and ground, and they're going to take a lot off the clock. We've had drive. This was 2 minutes and 16 seconds of 65 yards. The other drive was a minute 59, 64 yards for New Milford. And then the first one was a minute 10 and went 60 yards. So it's almost like a shotgun for a running type of game. We've had a lot of action in just less than the 6 minutes of the first quarter.
Very high efficiency offenses is probably the best way to describe it. A lot of yards and very few plays in a very little time taken off the clock as well. So Butler set to kick this one off. Logan Mandalio, number 5, going to kick it off. And again, 3 men back deep for New Milford. And here's the kick. End over end kick. Fielded at about the 11. Taken up to the 25. Cuts it back, trying to get across the 30. He does, up across the 35. Solid return there once again for New Milford.
Kickoff return by number 7, Peter Sarianos.
So Peter Sarianos on the return there. And now we'll see this New Milford offense look to respond just like they did on their opening drive.
First 4 drives of this game, each team has had decent field position, and obviously with these kind of offenses, that's certainly important.
So ball at the 36-yard line. Kenny going to operate out of the shotgun formation, 1 receiver to the near side of the field. Hands off, up the middle. Nice little gain there. That is the number 3 of Zach Spencer. Freshman Zach Spencer, I should say. Gets a nice gain there up to about the 42. So about a 5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the New Milford Knights.
And Spencer, as you just mentioned, freshman 5'8", 150, came into this game with 13 tackles.
So once again, 1 receiver to the near side, operating out of what looks like a full house backfield. They fire, and it's incomplete. They were looking for the number 6 of Brady Gilchrist, but all over him was Logan Mandalio on defense. He wasn't going very far if he caught that one, but it was over his head, and it'll be 3rd and 5 for the New Milford Knights.
And let's see if this is going to be a 4-down situation. Decent field position. You've got such a weapon like St. Hilaire. I wouldn't be surprised early in the game if that's what New Milford does.
St. Hilaire, surprisingly, has not touched the ball yet on this drive. We'll see if they go to him here on 3rd and 5. They pitch out to St. Hilaire as expected, and he's going to try to fight his way forward, and I believe the second effort got him the first down, and it did. So he gets up to the 47-yard line, about a 6-yard gain, got just what he needed, and New Milford keeps the ball. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Anytime, and you mentioned that he hadn't touched the ball yet on this drive, anytime he gets a break, it's more power to him, gives him a little bit of a breather, a little bit of a rest. Obviously, if New Milford could be successful on those plays, it makes St. Hilaire even tougher to stop.
St. Hilaire, a true bell cow back. A lot of games you'll see him get anywhere from 20 to 30 carries. It's no secret they like to run him early and often. Handoff goes St. Hilaire up the left side, and it looks like he's going to have himself another first down, or at least close to it. And the referees signal for the chains to move. It'll be first down for St. Hilaire and the New Milford offense.
He just explodes. He's got a tremendous first step, and not much really secret, not much deception. Goes up the middle, but has that powerful first step, and he's tough to bring down, much like Smith that we've seen on Butler.
St. Hilaire in his first meeting with Butler, 23 carries for 118 yards in that game, which was a 28-14 win for Butler. It was the lowest rushing total of the season all year for St. Hilaire. He might be well on his way to surpassing that one already. Handoff up the middle to Johnson, number 2. Ball comes loose, and Butler recovers. Recovered there by looks like the number 53 on defense. Tommy Hennihan comes up with that one. And so Butler's offense gets the ball right back. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Let's go.
So a big defensive play right when Butler needed it. Looked like New Milford was moving on the way to potentially tying this back up. And now their offense with an opportunity to double up the lead. Smith trips to his right. He's going to run to the left and then cut it back up the middle, up towards the 40-yard line. Good gain there. It'll be about a 6-yard gain. It's 2nd and 4 for Butler's offense.
Second down.
And the goal of this kind of offense, and we talked about it when New Milford had the ball, winning first down, and when you have somebody like Smith picking up 5-6 yards, you're going to win the first downs.
And it looks like New Milford jumped there. We'll see the official signal, but everybody on this side seems to think it's a penalty against New Milford. And it is. It's going to be an automatic first down for Butler as they jumped offside. So ball moves up to the 44-yard line, and David Smith is going to have 1st and 10. Motion here, hands off, up the left side, lots of running room, up across the 40, up across towards the 30, he goes out of bounds. Good gain there for C.J. Bentley, number 8, and another first down for this Butler offense.
Yeah, David Smith has quite a number of weapons to use on offense, and C.J. Bentley coming into this game, 154 yards on the ground, 428 yards on the air, accounted for 4 touchdowns thus far this season, and picks up a nice gain in the first down.
He is the team's leading receiver. He did not play in the first matchup against New Milford. So another dynamic that might have been missing that first time around. That one is incomplete. Looking for, I believe, Bentley again.
Pass from number 1, David Smith, is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Actually, that was intended for Evan Croker, 0. So my apologies there. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Butler's offense. 3:39 to go here in the first quarter. We thank you so much for joining us tonight on Big State Sports. Been a very eventful one so far. Butler with a 14-7 lead over New Milford. Smith operating out of the shotgun formation. Perez motioned out, and there goes Smith up the left side, up across the 25-yard line. We'll see where they spot him. Believe he's going to be just short of the first down.
Carried by number 1, David Smith, for a gain of 9.
So 9-yard gain there. It's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up here for Butler. Ball at the 24-yard line. They come out in a pretty tight formation. One receiver out to the near side. Smith keeps it himself, trying to power his way forward. He is going to get the first down. So when in doubt, run David Smith. And it's worked out for Butler so far in this one. They're on the move again, 1st and 10.
Got him unofficially for 119 yards on 8 carries and 2 touchdowns in the first 9 minutes of this game.
Needed 153 yards to get to 2,000 for his career, and he is well on his way to hitting that tonight. Might hit it in the first half at this rate. Rolling to his right is Smith, and he's going to break a tackle, get up across the 20, so nobody open downfield. Good coverage by the New Milford defense, forcing Smith to keep it himself. He still manages to pick up about a 4-yard gain. 3-yard gain, I should say. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the 21. Or from the 18.
And that's the athleticism of Smith. 3-yard gain, you go, big deal. But, you know, a lot of quarterbacks, that could have been a loss, a sack. Meanwhile, picks up the 3 and makes it 2nd and 7.
Smith, shotgun formation, hands off to Perez. Perez up the middle, tries to cut it back. Gets a nice chunk of yardage there, up to about the 14-yard line. So we'll say about a 4-yard gain, and that should bring up about 3rd and 3 for this Butler offense. So Yadi Perez this season, 719 rushing yards. Last week had 49 yards and a touchdown in their playoff win. And against New Milford earlier in the season, 17 carries for 88 yards. Since we now are under 1:30 to go here in the first quarter from Memorial Field in Butler. 3 wide receivers. Perez in the backfield. Smith on the read option goes up the middle. It's going to be, I believe, just short. So give him about a 2-yard gain. So 4th and 1 coming up here for Butler, and we will see what the Bulldogs opt to do here on 4th and 1 from the 12.
I like to think with their offensive weapons, Smith in particular, they're likely to go for it, but let's see. Yeah, Smith is still on the field.
Smith does stay out there. Logan Mandalio has not attempted a field goal this season, 44 of 46 on extra points, but it looks like the offense stays on the field nonetheless. Smith up the left side, he's going to get that. And he's going to go up the middle, he's going to get the touchdown. Just when you think he's going down, he stays on his feet, and the Butler Bulldogs lead 20-7 with 38 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
So as you take another look at this, and this is the 3rd, maybe 4th time tonight that it looks like Smith has been stopped. As you see it, there it looks like he's stopped there, and then somehow comes out of the pile, and next thing you know, he is in the end zone for the touchdown. It is, as Mike mentioned, 20-7 in favor of Butler.
Logan Mandalio set to kick this one for the extra point. Croker to hold, snap down, kick on the way. Mandalio's extra point is through the uprights, and with 38 seconds to go in the first quarter, Butler opens up a 21-7 lead on New Milford. Key play there was the fumble that on the last New Milford drive, recovered by Tommy Hennihan, the defensive lineman. That's a 2nd fumble recovery of the season for Hennihan, so big play there, and it set up a 2-score lead for Butler.
And that drive, 63 yards, took 3 minutes and 54 seconds, and Smith with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game, and again, last week he had 5.
And folks, if you're enjoying this broadcast, make sure you click the subscribe button. We broadcast over 1,500 New Jersey high school games a year, including more state playoffs than anyone else, lots of county and conference championships for all sports. So press the subscribe button. It'll be the only subscription that doesn't cost you a thing. And a huge thank you to our sponsors tonight for making this game free for all of you to view on our YouTube page tonight. So Mandalio set to kick this one off. Here's the kick. High end over end kick. Going to be fielded inside the 20. Brought up around the 30, but taken down right away. Good job by Butler's special teams on that one. And so New Milford going to start with the ball at about the 28-yard line.
Ball spot at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 coming up here. Ball at the 28-yard line, 33 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Now, earlier in the press box, we had the special teams coach of Butler was up here. We were talking, and I said to me, everybody talks about offense and defense, but got to give some love to the special teams, and certainly on that play, that happened.
A lot of times they're the unsung heroes out on the field. Handoff, St. Hilaire up the middle. Lots of running room. There goes St. Hilaire. 40, 30, nobody's catching him. Touchdown, New Milford. No flags on the play.
Touchdown, New Milford.
Wow.
Touchdown score.
So that is going to go in the books as a 72-yard touchdown run for Kobe St. Hilaire. And what a response by the Knights. It's 21-13.
Yeah, that's, again, as mentioned earlier, a lot of times you need to put the ball in the air to score that quickly. Not when you have a back like St. Hilaire goes 72 yards basically up the middle, and he's got to be a track athlete. He is fast, and wow.
Just needs a little bit of space, and he can go to the house in seconds. And that's blocked. So write that one down. That might be an important play in this one. C.J. Bentley comes off the edge and blocks that extra point to keep it 21-13. We'll see the replay of this one again.
Yeah, and we'll see if that does come back, though. You figure that if New Milford does score, that they will go for two. But, Mike, how often do you see a 72-yard drive take 11 seconds? That's what we just saw.
Well, it's a lot of times in baseball, they'll say a home run hitter is always in scoring position because he can change the game with one swing of the bat. It's like that for Kobe St. Hilaire. He's always in scoring position.
Mm-hmm.
So 22 seconds left to go in the first quarter. I was thinking in my head that might have been the final play of the first quarter before Kobe St. Hilaire decided to take it to the house.
Probably in most backs in the state it might have been, but by the way, he is, get these, 6 carries, ready for this, 148 yards unofficially and 2 touchdowns. And we're still in the first quarter.
That's not bad. That's a solid day's work in one quarter of play, both for David Smith and for Kobe St. Hilaire. The stars have come out brightly in this one. Might be a cloudy night, but the stars are shining in this one. So 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Butler's offense going to go back to work as we take a moment to catch our breath with how quickly the offenses have struck in this one. Ball's going to be at the 35-yard line. So Smith operating from the shotgun formation, 3 receivers, 2 to the near side. Handoff goes to Perez. He's got some running room up across the 40-yard line. Good gain there for Yadi Perez, the junior.
Carry by number 22, Yadi Perez.
See where they spot him. It's going to be about a 6-yard gain, and it'll bring up 2nd and 4. And that is going to take us to the second quarter. So, 1 quarter of play in the books here at Memorial Field in Butler. Butler leads New Milford 21-13. We'll take a quick timeout and be back with the start of the second quarter. Don't go anywhere here on Big State Sports.
And I'm so excited to bring you the new special edition hardcover copy of The Adventures of Little Billy in Search of the Magic Tree. Scan the code below and learn more about that adventure.
Go ahead, take a deep breath. Oh, nice, huh? That's some clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature.
That is good. Who installed the system?
ICS. They're the leaders in HVAC. They make the ductwork at their own factory, so we even save some money.
That's impressive. You recommend them?
It's ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Hey, Lorraine, go get a big plastic bag. Take some air home with you.
Struggling with confidence, inconsistency, and playing scared? Learn how to unlock your potential and perform at your best when it matters the most with Top Mental Game. Your talent sets the floor. Your mindset sets the ceiling. When the moment comes, will you be ready?
Welcome Welcome back to the Mandelbaum Barrett broadcast booth. Second quarter underway. Butler leading New Milford 21-13. David Smith keeps it himself. Lots of running room. Powers his way past the 45-yard line and into New Milford territory. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Number 1, David Smith.
So Smith gets up to the 44-yard line.
Butler Bulldogs, first down.
And now, Bulldogs once again on the move. Both this game has been a track meet so far, with both these teams just going right up the field. Croker, right side, breaks a tackle, up across the 40, up across the 35. And he's going to be right at the first down marker. They're going to give him the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for Butler.
Croker for a gain of 10 yards. Close by the 34-yard line. That's good enough for the Butler Bulldogs. First down.
So the ball moves up to the 34-yard line, 1st and 10. Two receivers near side. Delayed handoff, and New Milford's defense is all over that one. Good job there by Brady Falco reading it right away, the senior defensive end. They're going to lose a few yards there. That's going to be a tackle for loss, the 4th of the season for Brady Falco.
And I think that might be the first tackle for loss tonight.
I agree. I don't think either team really has lost any yards so far in this one for either side.
Very few plays haven't gone double digits.
So loss of 3 on the play, 2nd and 13. Croker in motion, but Smith will keep it himself up the left side. He's got a lot of room. Up towards the 20-yard line is David Smith. So he goes down at the 21. And it's going to be 1st and 10 Butler as we see the replay of that one.
Yeah, and again, Smith breaking some tackles. Starts out at his own 37, goes to the left side of the field, takes it down to the 20, so about a 17-yard pickup. Unofficially, I got him at 168 yards and 3 touchdowns.
So if that's correct, then that means David Smith has surpassed 2,000 rushing yards on the season. He can throw, too, and he's got Croker, but it's incomplete. Haven't seen a whole lot of passing attempts for either side so far in this one. That one just a little too long for Croker. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And Smith is also an excellent passer tonight, 0 for 3. To your point, Kenny has only thrown 1 pass, and that was incomplete. So it has been ground. Again, not pounding ground. We talked about tempo. The tempo is just fast.
If there's a speed above fast, that's what this game has been so far. Smith, left side, 10, 5, touchdown, Butler. Just another day at the office for David Smith. 22-yard touchdown run, and it's 26-13 Butler.
So that's 9 touchdowns in the playoffs for David Smith in just barely over 5 quarters. Here he goes to the left side. Good blocking and takes it in. He is unofficially at 190 yards with 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. And it is now 27-13.
So 27-13 Butler. 10:04 to go here in the second quarter. Logan Mendalio set to kick this one. Snap down, kick on the way, and the extra point from Logan Mendalio is good. So it's 28-13 New Milford. And what a game this has been so far. It's been quite the home field advantage for Butler so far in this one. And this home field advantage is made possible by the Athletic Fields of America, enhancing the athletic experience by transforming sports facilities into premier venues for competitive and recreational activities. Learn how Athletic Fields of America can take your sports facility to the next level by visiting afoa.us. And folks, make sure you book your game with Big State Sports now. Send an email to sue@bigstatesports.com. Find out all the information you need to get your game on our airwaves, just like this one is here tonight.
Well, if you like fast-paced football, you're in the right place. That drive, 65 yards, 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and all the yardage on the ground.
So far, 41 combined points so far in this game. Just about 14 minutes into the game, there have been a grand total of 2 different touchdown scores. It's been Kobe St. Hilaire, 2 of them for New Milford, and then 4 of them for David Smith. As the kick going to be fielded inside the 20-yard line. Trying to break a tackle around the 30, tries to spin out of it. And so he goes down right around the 30-yard line. Thought I might have seen a flag there at the end of the play, but that might have just been a figment of my imagination.
Ball spotted at the 32-yard line, 1st and 10.
So they spotted at the 32-yard line, 1st and 10, New Milford. So far, we've seen each team respond to scoring drives in this game, and now the Knights, certainly the last thing you want to do is, even though each team's offense is very capable of scoring, you don't want to fall behind by 3 scores, so it's important for this offense to keep pace here.
Look for number 30.
And the 30 of St. Hilaire is the lone back in the backfield here. Surprise, surprise, they hand off to him, but Butler's defense is not surprised there. All over that one was the number 53 of Tommy Hennihan, the junior. That's going to be a loss on the play. Don't say that a lot about Kobe St. Hilaire. Loss of 1, 2nd and 11 coming up.
So, Mike, apparently I was not the only one who thought that St. Hilaire was going to get the ball as Butler's defense, and he ready on that play and setting up a 2nd and 11.
So 7 tackles for loss this season for Tommy Hennihan. He's got 8 now. Coming off a season-high 8 tackles last week in the win over Hawthorne. So ball's at the 31-yard line, 2nd and 11 for the Knights. Handoff goes up the left side. And again, Butler's defense tighten it up just a little bit. So number 3, Zach Spencer, the freshman, gets his 2nd carry of the game. Gets about a 4-yard gain, but it's going to be 3rd and 7 for New Milford.
And you wonder, and this is kind of where the Butler defense wanted to force the New Milford offense into a 3rd and long. It might have to force Kenny to put the ball in the air. So let's see what happens on this play.
So 3rd and 7, St. Hilaire in the backfield, Spencer in motion, dropping back as Kenny fires out to Spencer, but he's going to be short of the 1st down. It was a nice little gain there. As you're seeing them starting to feature the freshman Spencer a little bit in this game, but he's going to be 2 yards short. It'll be 4th and 2. And we will see if New Milford, aware of what the scoreboard has presented so far in this game, we'll see if they keep the offense out there, or do they go and put the ball in Kobe St. Hilaire's hands here on 4th and 2?
Yes, Kenny is still out there, and either they're going to try to draw them offside, or as you said, give it to St. Hilaire. Big play coming up.
This is a big play here. They snap it. They hand off St. Hilaire up the middle, and he is going to be short, I think. We'll see where they spot it, but I don't think he got it. Or just kidding, they're saying 1st down New Milford. He got just enough. He needed 2 yards and he got 2.5 there. So good spot there for New Milford. It's 1st and 10.
I think he got 2 in the 10th, but that's all he needed, and he got it. So 1st down, big play, because that could have turned things around pretty quickly.
Everybody on the Butler sideline thought for sure they stopped him short.
Including us.
Yes, including us. It happens. Handoff goes Zach Spencer. Tries to break a tackle, but taken down there by number 56 on defense, Peyton Kibers. So 3-yard gain there. 2nd and 7 for New Milford.
56 is a great linebacker number to wear, isn't it?
It sure is.
And if you're not a Giants fan, I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, I'm not, but I am well aware of what the number 56 represents, especially in this area.
Right.
Ball at the 46-yard line, 2nd and 7 for New Milford. St. Hilaire runs into a wall at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get maybe 2 yards there.
Carried by number 30, Kobe St. Hilaire.
And honestly, when you keep St. Hilaire to just 2 yards, that's a good job defensively, because a lot of times he can take it to the house if you're not well prepared for it.
It's third.
So 3rd and 5 here for New Milford. Just under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Great crowd on hand here tonight at Memorial Field in Butler. Great football tradition in this town, especially with the blue turf here. Great facility, and so far it's been a great football game. Kenny, quick drop, fires, complete. First down, New Milford. That one went to the number 1 of Luke Johnson, the tight end. He's spotted down at the 39-yard line. And I believe that's the, if I'm not mistaken, that's the second completion of the game tonight for Max Kenny, the junior.
Yeah, the other one was a short pass. This one, a nice touch to Johnson picking up the first down. So Max Kenny, who only throws an average of 7 passes a game, 2 for 3 on the evening.
And if you're New Milford, I think with 5 minutes left to go here in the first half, you got to think about situational football here. You want to take a lot of time on this drive if you're going to score, because you are getting the ball coming out of the second half. And a timeout is called here by New Milford with 4:55 to go here in the second quarter. We'll keep it right here and give a shout out to some of our sponsors while we can. Huge thank you to GroupSpot. Tired of juggling emails, texts, and a dozen apps to keep your group organized? Meet GroupSpot, the private all-in-one hub built for teams, clubs, families, and more. Control notifications, manage RSVPs, run subgroups without social media noise. Start your group today at groupspot.app. And also, huge thank you to Top Mental Game. Struggling with confidence, inconsistency, and playing scared and tight? Learn how to unlock your potential and perform at your best when it matters the most with Top Mental Game. Get the same personalized tools that professional athletes use to play with confidence, increase resilience, and build a champion's mindset. Visit topmentalgame.com to schedule your free consultation. Leading Edge. At Leading Edge, we help athletes play, compete, and grow. We partner with teams and programs nationwide to raise money for gear, travel, and the season ahead. With proven tools and real support, we're more than fundraising, we're fueling futures. Leading Edge, raising money, building character. So back out of the timeout, 1st and 10 for New Milford. Ball at the 39-yard line. Kenny hands off St. Hilaire, going off tackle, trying to go off tackle, but good job setting the edge by the Butler defense, not allowing him to break out. He's going to lose a yard. So Evan Croker got in and tackled there. 3 tackles for loss this season for Evan Croker. He can add another one to his ledger there. It'll bring up 2nd and 11.
And I'll give you some breaking news going on right now. This drive has taken 5.5 minutes. I mean, we've had drives that have been basically anywhere from 11 seconds to 3:56. So a 5.5 minute drive is something we haven't seen tonight.
Pretty sure we had 3 touchdowns scored in that span in the first quarter. That one is incomplete. Looking for Zach Spencer out in the flat. And that'll bring up 3rd and 11 for New Milford.
Pass by number 5, Max Kenny, is incomplete. Bulldog Nation.
So another 3rd down here for Butler. Butler's defense, I should say. New Milford converted on the last 3rd and long. Nice job by Max Kenny, and they're likely going to have to count on him again here. 4:09 to go here, second quarter. Butler with a 28-13 lead as they try to reach a sectional final for the 3rd year in a row. Kenny fires over the middle. That's complete. Going to be short of the first down is Luke Johnson, but a nice completion, and you figure with where the ball is on the field, New Milford's offense stays out there for 4th and 1.
I'll tell you, Kenny's confidence has really increased on this drive. And maybe it's a little bit of combination, St. Hilaire being stopped a few times, and he realized, all right, I gotta pick up my teammate. And those 2 completions on this drive have really, I'm seeing a different quarterback, and his vibe is really strong.
And they're certainly going to need that one going forward here in this one. So it's going to be 4th and 1, 3:30 to go here, second quarter. Kenny hands off, St. Hilaire, surprise, surprise. And surprise, surprise, I'm pretty sure he got it.
Yeah.
So St. Hilaire is going to get 2 on that one. He needed 1. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for New Milford.
The 28-yard line, 1st and 10.
It's great when you got 4th and short and you have a back like St. Hilaire. So, I mean, we know about his speed, but he's also powerful. He can go right up the middle. He's only a junior, so teams will have to face him again next year.
There's a lot of juniors on this New Milford roster. Pretty much 4/5 of the offensive line are all juniors. Brady Gilchrist, the top receiver, a junior. Max Kenny, the quarterback, a junior. So obviously they want to win here tonight, and they want to win a sectional title this year, but they've got a lot to look forward to going forward.
And having a back like St. Hilaire to block for, how great is that for an offensive line?
So timeout called by New Milford, and we will take a timeout here on Big State Sports. We will be right back.
This is Zach Smolin, play-by-play commentator, and you're staying frosty for free right here on Big State Sports.
Sussex Driving School, located in Newton, New Jersey, offers the required 6-hour training for 16-year-old GDL candidates. We offer 7-day-a-week instruction, road test service, and in-office knowledge testing and vision checks. Call to schedule at 973-209-1555. Let's get you on the road to freedom.
Hi, my name is Andrew Shaka. I'm one of the owners here at New Jersey Siding and Windows. We are a family-owned residential remodel-owned firm. Everything we offer here is quality and comes with great warranties. If it's a residential home, there's no home too big for us to work on.
Athletic Fields of America Company, based in Morris Plains, New Jersey, is dedicated to enhancing the athletic experience for students, faculty, and visitors by transforming sports facilities into premier venues for competitive and recreational activities. We've installed over 1,000 fields, and we continue to focus on innovation and excellence. We partner with our clients to revitalize their existing athletic fields and create new ones from the ground up through meticulous planning, state-of-the-art materials, and expert craftsmanship. Whether it's a professional stadium or a community field, we are building healthier, more beautiful communities and delivering surfaces that perform, last, and support vibrant, active lives. Learn how we can take your sports facility to the next level by visiting afoa.us.
John's Lawn Service. Back here on the Manuel Barrett press box. So sorry for the technical difficulties here. We missed a couple plays. It's going to be 3rd and 11 coming up here for New Milford. Ball on the 29-yard line. Under 2:30 to go here in the second quarter. And thanks for sticking with us here through that little issue we had, but we're back on the air. St. Hilaire up the middle, powering his way forward. It looked like he was going to be stopped at the line. He's still able to barrel forward and pick up, looked like about 5 yards. And looks like a timeout is going to be called by Butler, but we'll keep it right here, and we'll give a shout out to a few more of our sponsors. By the way, quick update across the town here. Kinnelon leading Kittatinny 14-7 late in the second quarter. Winner of that game is going to play the winner of this game. So we'll keep an eye on that one. So tonight's sponsors, Athletic Fields of America. Athletic Fields of America, enhancing the athletic experience by transforming sports facilities into premier venues for competitive and recreational activities. Learn how Athletic Fields of America can take your sports facility to the next level by visiting afoa.us. And Lyons & Associates. NIL deals mean opportunity, but also risk. Don't face it alone. Lyons & Associates reviews, negotiates, and protects your contracts so you can focus on winning on and off the field. And folks, if you're enjoying this broadcast tonight, make sure you click that subscribe button. We broadcast over 1,500 New Jersey high school games a year, including more state playoffs than anyone else, lots of county and conference championships for all sports. So press the subscribe button. It'll be the only subscription that doesn't cost you a thing.
Big 4th down here coming up.
So 4th and 6. Obviously, New Milford keeping their offense on the field here where they're at on the field. Kenny, shotgun formation. He's looking to throw. Fires over the middle, incomplete. So just out of the reach of his intended target on that one. And so it's a turnover on downs for the Butler defense. And boy, they can really take control here with 2:05 to go if they're able to put together a quick scoring drive.
Plenty of time with the offense we've seen tonight. We haven't given much kudos to defense, and certainly on that play by the Butler defense, Ben did not break, and Butler has the ball with plenty of time.
Croker in motion, but Smith goes up the middle. Good job on the tackle there. But Butler goes right to it. As you see, they go up tempo quite a bit here. About a 4-yard gain by Smith there to bring up 2nd and 6. Motion. Handoff goes off tackle. Trying to break a tackle there is the number 14, Nick Parkinson. He's going to be taken down right around the 30-yard line.
31-yard line, 3rd down.
So right around the 31. So it'll be 3rd and about 3, maybe a long 3 here. As we head into the final minute of play here. Croker in motion, dropping back as Smith. Scrambling to his right. He's got some running room, but he fires to the right sideline, complete to Evan Croker. And that'll be a 1st down for the Bulldogs.
Let me tell you why that was a big play. Because, again, putting the ball in the air, that goes incomplete. Then New Milford, especially like a weapon like St. Hilaire, would have over a minute and probably about 60 yards to go. Now, Butler, as long as they don't turn it over, will be in total control of whether they score or at least keep New Milford's offense off the field.
And if you're New Milford, right now, objective number 1, keep Butler off the scoreboard here because you want to keep this a 2-score game. But David Smith wants to say something about that. He picks up another big gain, goes up into New Milford territory to the 45-yard line. And the clock is going to stop with 1 minute to go as Butler takes a timeout. And so Butler takes a timeout to talk it over. We will take a quick timeout here on Big State Sports. We'll be right back.
For everyone watching.
For years, it had been the same routine, working all night. Ah, those beautiful faces. I wanted more. For me, for them, for our futures. There was this day that something changed. A simple moment of dress-up. It opened my eyes.
Take charge of your future and go big at CCM.
And welcome back to the Mandelbaum Barrett Press Box here at Memorial Field in Butler, New Jersey. Butler with a 28-13 lead over New Milford with 1 minute to go here in the first half. Thanks for joining us tonight here on Big State Sports here in the North 1 Group 1 semifinals. Mike Gurnis joined by Bob Yanofsky. It's been an exciting first half so far. Butler 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Smith, draw play, keeps it himself, up the left side. He's got a 1st down, up around the 26-yard line, and it's a 1st down. Butler just 1 timeout remaining. Clock will stop as the chains move, but they're on the ball right away up at the 26-yard line, 1st and 10. Smith, and flag on the play here. It's going to be a false start against the Bulldogs, it looks like. So that'll cost them 5 yards.
And Smith should be able to make it up with the kind of game he's had. Now, I've got him unofficially, and I emphasize unofficially, 17 carries, 225 yards, and 4 touchdowns in the first half.
It's just 1 half of play.
He's a quarterback.
Really unbelievable what we're seeing here tonight. Smith going to add more to his total there, but not a whole lot more. Maybe a yard, maybe 2.
Carried by number 1, David Smith.
And Butler going to burn their last timeout here with 19 seconds to go. So that's about a 3-yard gain. We're going to keep it right here. 2nd and 12 going to be upcoming after the timeout. And what a first half it's been. Scoring summary so far, Butler's touchdowns have all been by the number 1 of David Smith. A 6-yard run, a 40-yard run, a 12-yard run, and a 22-yard run. So that is the scoring so far for the Butler Bulldogs. And then for New Milford, it has been all Kobe St. Hilaire. 43-yard touchdown and a 72-yard touchdown. And that's been the scoring in this one, and there's been a lot of it. 41 total points. And really, this quarter, actually, the game has slowed down a little bit thanks to that long New Milford drive.
So now Smith on the season has accounted for 39 touchdowns and 24 on the ground.
Really incredible. So Smith operating shotgun formation, Croker in motion, and another flag here. And it's going to be another illegal procedure penalty against the Bulldogs. So second time on this drive, they've committed a pre-snap penalty, which this pushes them back to the 33. And again, time of the essence. Butler can really take control of this game with a touchdown here. Smith drops back, looks downfield. He's got Croker complete. That should be a first down for Butler. He gets out of bounds with 12 seconds to go. And it is a first down for the Bulldogs. He's spotted out at about the 12-yard line, so 1st and 10 with 12 seconds to go.
And most impressive was that Croker got out of bounds because, they do stop the clock on the first down, but that's pretty quick. Now we've got 12 seconds, as you said, to go.
Just 7 seconds came off the clock on that play. Dropping back, David Smith fires over the middle, just out of the reach of his intended receiver there. So that was C.J. Bentley they threw to that time. Falls incomplete, and with 6 seconds to go here in the first half, I believe it's going to be Logan Mendalio set to kick a field goal here.
He has yet, as you said earlier, has yet to try one this season.
So this is going to be a 30-yard field goal attempt. 44 out of 46 on extra points coming into tonight. You can upgrade that to 48 out of 50. Snap down, kick on the way, low line drive, and no good. So I believe the clock, we'll see what they say in terms of the clock here. I thought there might have been a second left, but that is going to do it for the first half here at Butler. Butler leads 28-13 over New Milford here in the North 1 Group 1 semifinals. Bob, your thoughts on the first half?
I've heard people say, running game, that's so boring. Well, not if you watch tonight's game. You're seeing two outstanding performances. You've got a quarterback, David Smith, who has accounted for 4 touchdowns, in excess of 200 yards rushing, and Kobe St. Hilaire in excess of 150 yards rushing, including that 72-yard explosion. So good first half. Plenty of time when Milford gets the ball after the kickoff, so let's see what happens.
All right, so we will take a break here for halftime. Got the marching band set to take the field here at Butler, but we'll take a timeout. We will be back with the start of the second half shortly. Don't go anywhere here on Big State Sports.
Tired of tired floors? At Washington Floors, we're a family-owned business in Washington, New Jersey. From cozy carpets to stunning hardwoods, we've got your floor covered, literally. Fully insured, fully trusted. Call Washington Floors today at 908-989-0111. Again, that's 908-989-0111.
Provide your team or athlete with quality trophies, medals, plaques, and awards with Performance Trophy and Medals of Randolph. Call us today at 973-989-8775.
This is Christian Coben, broadcaster for Big State Sports, and you're watching high school football right here on YouTube.
KJM Financial, helping families navigate the college application and financial aid process since 1988. Visit njcollegeguy.com to schedule your free consultation today. NIL deals mean opportunity, but also risk. Don't face it alone. Lyons & Associates reviews, negotiates, and protects your contracts so you could focus on winning on and off the field.
Here at Open Road Cadillac, everybody gets treated just like family. We always make sure we find the right car for you.
The 2025 Cadillac Lyriq, now for the limited time price of only $529 a month. Open Road Cadillac of Morristown in Florham Park, New Jersey.
Here at Open Road Mazda of Morristown, we strive to provide a stress-free, knowledgeable, positive buying experience. No matter your budget, we'll find the right car for you.
Drive home the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for just $229 a month.
Check us out for yourself.
Hey parents, Anchor Golf and Recreation is now registering full and half-day golf camps. Anchor Golf Day Camps are designed to teach children fundamentals of golf. To register your child for golf camp, go online and click the registration tab at anchorgolfcenter.com. Anchor now has 4 dedicated outdoor lighted pickleball courts. Call to reserve your court today. Check out Anchor's 18-hole miniature golf course with new features. It's fun for the whole family. Anchor Golf and Recreation offers so much more. Call or see us at anchorgolfcenter.com.
Blue Nail was superior in almost every aspect. We worked with contractors for almost everything in the firehouse, and Blue Nail really made us feel comfortable all the way through, from the contract to pre-planning to scheduling, getting the job done. We are thrilled that they were able to do the job for us.
Don't wait, your dream ride is waiting at Garden State Harley-Davidson. From Harley legends to rugged CF Moto off-road beasts, the season's best selections here now, Route 10 East Morris Plains.
David Hashagen here from Big State Sports. You're watching free coverage of the best high school athletes across the Garden State.
This is Zach Smolin with Big State Sports. We know fundraising can be tough for booster clubs and coaches. That's why we're excited about Leading Edge. They've helped programs raise tens of thousands of dollars in just a 1-hour fundraising drive. Scan this QR code or visit leadingedgefundraising.com and let them know that Big State Sports sent you.
This is George Muha, and you're watching Big State Sports.
Mandelbaum Barrett PC attorneys at law provide you with a 360-degree approach for your personal and business legal needs, built on relationships, support, and innovation. You can rely on Mandelbaum Barrett. Visit us at mblawfirm.com.
This holiday, Verizon's got the craziest deal ever with iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch. All on them. But no getting it if you're naughty. You just ate. Don't worry, we know what list you're on. I'm always watching. Always watching. Not always. Boundaries.
Get the powerful new iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch all for $0. No trade-in needed on any plan.
Pick Your Cards is located on Route 46 in Ledgewood. Our huge inventory can be shopped online at pickyourcards.com, where you can use the code BIGSTATESPORTS for an extra discount.
George J. Keller and Sons want your house to be the kind of home for all to see. Best roofing, windows, siding too. Great solar and gutters, we're here for you. Our seasoned pros are unsurpassed, so give a call, we'll take your task. Transform your home, that's what we do. So give a call, we're here for you. For roofing, siding, windows, and solar, we do it all for you. George J. Keller and Sons.
Your family-owned operation since 1980. Call for your free estimate.
Hi, I'm Barry Farber, and I'm so excited to bring you the new special edition hardcover copy of The Adventures of Little Billy in Search of the Magic Tree. Scan the code below and learn more about that adventure.
Go ahead, take a deep breath. Oh, nice, huh? That's some clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature.
That is good. Who installed the system?
ICS. They're the leaders in HVAC. They make the ductwork at their own factory, so we even save some money.
That's impressive. You recommend them?
It's ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Hey, Lorraine, go get a big plastic bag. Take some air home with you.
Struggling with confidence, inconsistency, and playing scared? Learn how to unlock your potential and perform at your best.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the new Milford cheerleaders. Please welcome to the field the 2025 Butler Varsity Track Team. This team is led by captains Brady Sinopoli and Brooks Frawley, head coach Alexis Davies, and assistant coach Jesse Nijek. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to announce the winner of tonight's 50-50 raffle. The winner of tonight's raffle will receive a $240 prize. The winning ticket number is...
Talent sets the floor. Your mindset sets the ceiling. When the moment comes, will you be ready? This is Zach Smolin, play-by-play commentator, and you're staying frosty for free right here on Big State Sports.
All right, welcome back to Memorial Field here in Butler, getting ready for the start of the third quarter. Butler with a 28-13 lead over New Milford. Mike Gurnis here on Big State Sports, joined by Bob Yanofsky, my color commentary partner tonight. Before we talk a little bit about the first half, first we want to thank our sponsors for bringing this game on the air for you for free. So tonight we will welcome you back to Butler, where it is currently 52 degrees and cloudy. Game time temperature is brought to you by ICS, keeping you cool when it's hot and warm when it's cold. Go to ICSHVAC.com for all your comfort needs. And tonight we are coming to you from the Mandelbaum Barrett Press Box. Since 1930, Mandelbaum Barrett PC has been a trusted legal partner for all of life's biggest plays. From business deals to personal matters, our experienced attorneys provide hands-on attention and innovative solutions. For nearly a century, we've built enduring relationships across diverse industries. Wherever you are, whatever your legal need, and whether it's personal or professional, Mandelbaum Barrett PC is on your team. Learn more at mblawfirm.com. GroupSpot. Tired of juggling emails, texts, and a dozen apps to keep your group organized? Meet GroupSpot, the private, all-in-one hub built for teams, clubs, families, and more. Control notifications, manage RSVPs, run subgroups without social media noise. Start your group today at groupspot.app. Top mental games. Struggling with confidence, inconsistency, and playing scared and tight? Learn how to unlock your potential and perform at your best when it matters the most with Top Mental Game. Get the same personalized tools that professional athletes use to play with confidence, increase resilience, and build a champion's mindset. Visit topmentalgame.com to schedule your free consultation. Leading Edge. At Leading Edge, we help athletes play, compete, and grow. We partner with teams and programs nationwide to raise money for gear, travel, and the season ahead. With proven tools and real support, we're more than fundraising, we're fueling futures. Leading Edge, raising money, building character. So we will get the second half started here. Set to kick this one off is going to be Logan Mendalio, number 5. And we're going to see this New Milford offense get the ball out of half with a chance to cut the deficit to just one score here. Mendalio kicks it off, low line drive kick, fielded at about the 15, brought up across the 25, trying to cut it back, but not a whole lot of room there for the number 3 is Zach Spencer. So, ball at the 25-yard line, and that's where New Milford will take over. And again, thank you to Athletic Fields of America. Athletic Fields of America is enhancing the athletic experience by transforming sports facilities into premier venues for competitive and recreational activities. Learn how Athletic Fields of America can take your sports facility to the next level by visiting afoa.us. And Lyons & Associates. NIL deals mean opportunity, but also risk. Don't face it alone. Lyons & Associates reviews, negotiates, and protects your contracts so you can focus on winning on and off the field. Delayed handoff to St. Hilaire, looking for room up the left side, and not a lot of it. A yard, maybe 2 on that one. So it'll be 2nd and 8 coming up here for New Milford.
Ball spot at 31-yard line, 2nd down.
So ball moves up to the 27-yard line. In the other game in this bracket, at halftime, Kinnelon leading Kittatinny 14-7. So the winner of that game is going to face the winner of this one in the sectional finals next Friday. St. Hilaire in motion. They hand off to Zach Spencer. Spencer, lots of running room, up across the 40. He's going to get the first down. Good run for the freshman. As you see the Knights diversifying their offense a little bit, not just going to St. Hilaire. They've used Spencer quite a few times tonight, Bob.
Yeah, and seeing a freshman who played mostly defense, didn't really have a lot of carries coming in, but he, as you just mentioned, been used effectively tonight in giving a little breather to St. Hilaire, who Butler has kind of figured out. But of course, as soon as I say that, he'll probably break one for 60. So, but the last few times St. Hilaire has had the ball, Butler has been right there to stop him.
Shotgun formation, one back to each side of Max Kenny. Spencer in motion, they hand off. I believe that's St. Hilaire, nothing there. Maybe a short gain of about a yard. So it'll be 2nd and 9 for New Milford's offense.
And a statement is needed to be made on this drive by New Milford. They're down 15, and we saw a fast-paced running attack. You anticipate a much slower attack, especially by Butler, if they do maintain a 2-touchdown lead.
So ball at the 41-yard line. Once again, Kenny, shotgun, one back to each side of him. There's motion in front of him from Jake Johnson. And St. Hilaire is going to be wrapped up in the backfield. So good job there. The number 22, Ayati Perez, comes up with the tackle there. Not one of the starters on defense for Butler, but he comes through. Loss of about a yard, and this Butler defense seems to have tightened up a little bit since the early going, Bob.
And you saw the replay, and it looked like a little confusion between Max Kenny and who he was supposed to hand the ball to, and then a good play by Yadi Perez.
Kenny drops back. It's a three-step drop. Fires up the left side and complete. Just out of the reach of the number 6 of Brady Gilchrist. And New Milford, not what they hoped for on the opening drive. They're going to have to punt this one away.
And again, a lot of credit to the Butler defense. They knew that the plan, you got to stop St. Hilaire. They've done that since about midway through the second quarter, and that's kind of helped turn this game around.
Avoided the big play from St. Hilaire, and not just that, they've held him usually, it looks like, to about 1 or 2 yards per carry recently. So solid punt there. We'll say it's about a 20-yard punt. It's going to go out of bounds. Actually, shorter than that. They're going to spot him at the 45, it looks like.
It's a good field position for the top seed.
Penalty. It was a penalty against New Milford on the punt. And so that is going to give Butler even better field position than they were going to have. So the ball was going to be spotted at the 45. The penalty is a 5-yarder. It's going to put him right at the 50. So 1st and 10 Bulldogs from the 50-yard line. Smith up the middle, got some running room, breaking tackles up across the 30, up near the 25 is David Smith. And it's going to be another first down for the Bulldogs at the 26-yard line.
And it seems like Smith has been doing this all night, gets to the line of scrimmage, and then you think he's stopped, somehow gets out of it, and you're going to see it right there. And there it is, breaks a couple of tackles, gets down to the 26. I've got him for 251 yards.
It seemed like that play, he had a defender right on him the whole time within his grasp, and he just kept going. It doesn't seem like it matters to him who's behind him, who's in front of him. He just keeps going.
And we're talking about a guy who's 5'8", 175. We're not talking about a 250-pound running back, and he is tough to bring down.
So ball moves up to the 26-yard line. 8:41 to go here in the third quarter for the Bulldogs. They lead this one 28-13, trying to expand their lead to 3 scores. They almost did at the end of the half, but the first field goal attempt of the year from Logan Mandalio was short. It was a 30-yard attempt. Perez breaking tackles, powering his way forward up near the 10-yard line. They're going to spot him right around the 12, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for Butler.
12-yard line. That's good enough for Butler Bulldogs. First down.
So not just David Smith tonight, you're seeing Yadi Perez get in on the action as well. So right up to the line goes Smith and the Bulldogs offense. And they'll check the sideline for the play call. Here's motion, Croker, left side, looking for the pylon. Did he get there? He did! Touchdown, Butler! Evan Croker on the jet sweep. So Evan Croker's first rushing touchdown of the season puts the Bulldogs ahead 34-13 with 7:47 to go here in the third.
And that was a little bit less than a 2-minute drive, 50 yards, and as was the case in the first half, all the yardage are in the ground, and this time it wasn't Smith, even though he had a big play on the drive. It was Evan Croker finishing it up with a touchdown run, 34-13.
So Croker is the first touchdown scorer tonight that does not go by the name of Kobe St. Hilaire or David Smith.
Right.
Extra point from Mandalio is through the uprights.
Extra point attempt by number 5, Logan Mandaglio.
So, 7:47 to go here in the third quarter of the North 1 Group 1 semifinals, and it is 35-13 in favor of the Butler Bulldogs. And that opening drive brought to you, those opening drives, I should say, brought to you by Open Road Mazda of Morristown. First-time car buyers, listen up. Open Road Mazda of Morristown has your back. Discover affordable, dependable vehicles for less than $15K, backed by a rock-solid 5-day money-back guarantee. Drive with confidence. Drive with Open Road Mazda of Morristown.
Let's give a little love to the kicker, Logan Mandaglio, 5'11", 175-pound senior, now 49 for 51 on PATs.
Not bad. That's a very good percentage. You know, especially at the high school level. Point afters are not a given at this level, and to operate at that type of accuracy is really impressive. And he'll kick this one off. This time around, New Milford's just got 2 guys back deep to return this one. They've had 3 multiple times. Fielded inside the 20. Trying to look for some room up the left side. That was the number 6 of Brady Gilchrist. And he's going to be taken down. And as this New Milford offense takes the field, trailing by 3 scores, I think that means it is crunch time, powered by Top Mental Game. Struggling with confidence, inconsistency, and playing scared and tight? Learn how to unlock your potential and perform at your best when it matters the most with Top Mental Game. Get the same personalized tools that professional athletes use to play with confidence, increase resilience, and build a champion's mindset. Visit topmentalgame.com to schedule your free consultation. So definitely crunch time for New Milford. They really need a score on this drive. Handoff goes, I believe that's St. Hilaire powering his way forward.
Carried by number 30, Kobe.
And it is Kobe St. Hilaire.
Number 18, Jaden.
He gets up to about the 33-yard line.
33-yard line. Second down.
Good gain there. And it'll be 2nd and 5 for New Milford. So St. Hilaire in the backfield. It's almost kind of like a power I formation they're operating out of the shotgun here. Ball goes up the middle, I believe. I think that might have been St. Hilaire again. Did not get very far on that one. He actually might have lost a yard. Sure looks that way, and that should bring up 3rd and 6 now for New Milford. Again, this Butler defense really starting to tighten up here, especially here in the second half. So the ball at the 32-yard line. 3rd and 6 for New Milford. They're going to need something right here. Kenny dropping back. Fires over the middle, incomplete. Too high for the intended receiver, Brady Gilchrist.
Pass by number 5, Max Kenny, is incomplete.
And that was good coverage in the defensive backfield there by Butler. And it's going to leave Coach Straub with no choice. He's going to have to punt this one away, down by 3 scores with 6 minutes to go in the third.
The difference I'm seeing in the Butler defense, in the first half, it felt like Butler was defensively was about a step behind New Milford and St. Hilaire. Second half, that's changed a lot.
High punt, going to go out of bounds inside the 45. Right at the 45, and once again, Butler going to have excellent field position as they look to extend their lead here in the North 1 Group 1 semifinals. So 6:17 to go here in the third quarter. Butler with a commanding 35-13 lead over New Milford.
And we haven't had a chance to talk about how did they get here, and we'll do that while we have a moment. Butler 42-7 over Hawthorne last week. What you call this play, and I'll tell you more about it.
All right, so shotgun formation for David Smith. Up the right side, nice gain there. Keeping his feet moving, and he powers his way forward. And so that is
number 1,
David
Smith who carried that one. 11-yard gain, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
You know, you think you have David Smith stopped, and you don't. He just keeps breaking tackles, unofficially at 262 yards, back to the line of scrimmage, and let's go.
Out-of-town scoreboard, another update on Kinnelon and Kittatinny. Kinnelon with a 23-7 lead over Kittatinny late in the third quarter. Croker up the right side. Nice gain again from Croker. They seem to have unlocked something here with the running game and Evan Croker, who has taken a little bit of the heat off of David Smith in this game.
It's almost like the new Milford defense is focusing on Smith, and then when someone else carries the ball, it just makes Smith that much more effective. So in the game last week, Smith, 200 rushing yards. Based on tonight, that's like an off night, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly seems that way. It's been quite a performance from the senior quarterback. Two receivers to the near side. Yadi Perez in the backfield with Smith. Handoff goes up the middle to the right side. Yadi Perez, he's going to get the first down. And plenty more. They're going to spot that one at about the 25-yard line.
That's good enough for Butler.
So a good gain there, and Butler once again on the move.
Now, we probably shouldn't be that surprised that Butler has made the adjustments to stop St. Hilaire, because last week, and Hawthorne doesn't have anybody like St. Hilaire, they held Hawthorne to 97 yards rushing.
Not many teams have players like St. Hilaire, and a lot of teams don't have players like David Smith either. We've gotten the pleasure of seeing both of them perform here in this one. Flag on the play. Smith rolling to his left, and he'll just chuck it out of bounds. We'll see what the call is here. Flag happened right as the ball was snapped. And it's an illegal shift by the Butler offense. So that'll be 5 yards and bring up 1st and 15.
So how did New Milford get here? Well, they beat Bogota 35-21, and guess who had a big game for them? You're right. Kobe St. Hilaire, 34 carries, 237 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Max Kenny actually passed for 110 and 2 touchdowns. Brady Gilchrist, 4 receptions, 95 yards. And Jake Johnson and Daniel May, 7 tackles and 1 sack each.
So Perez motions out to the left, and once again it's Smith. He is gonna go. Touchdown, Butler. Touchdown. David Smith, 30-yard touchdown run. He's got 5 tonight, and it's a 40-burger for Butler, 41-13 with 4:21 to go.
He said, I can get 5 touchdowns again like I did last week, and there he goes. Pretty much untouched. Good blocking, and he goes down the right sideline. Unofficially, 292 yards on 21 carries and 5 touchdowns.
We'll have to check, but that might be a season high for him, because I don't remember seeing a number quite like that looking through the game log of this season. Mendaglio's extra point is good. And so with 4:21 to go here in the third quarter, the Bulldogs lead New Milford 42-13. Appear to be well on their way to their 3rd straight sectional title in this one.
And that was a drive of 1 minute and 55 yards. Again, mostly on the ground, and Smith capturing the drive with or capping it off, I should say, with a 30-yard run, his 5th of the night.
How many drives have we seen tonight from this Butler offense that have gone for 2 minutes or less? It seems to be a theme of the evening for the Bulldogs.
And we've mentioned this many times, but if you're not seeing the game and you just go, oh, it's a two-minute drive, you're thinking, oh, they're throwing the ball all over the field. Well, that's not the case. This has been it's been long runs. It's been effective runs. It's mostly been Smith, but there have been other players who have also Perez and Evan Croker also have been effective on this. So really good Butler team, and we still got a quarter to go, but looks like they should be in pretty good shape to host a sectional final next week.
And one thing that's got to be said, seeing other players like Croker step up in this game, that's going to be huge for Butler going forward as the competition gets even tougher from this point on. Big hit there. Good job. That was number 12 who got in on the tackle there. Urem Arias on the tackle. Big hit there to hold New Milford to a short gain on the kickoff return. Ball's going to be at the 28-yard line as the Knights try to get something going here with 4:15 to go in the third, but time very much of the essence for them.
Let me add one more element. You were talking about Butler. Since the second quarter, their special teams has been really effective on kickoffs. And the key is if you can hold the team inside the 35 or the 30, you've done a great job, and that's what's been happening.
Just look at the starting field position of the two teams in this game. It's not even particularly close. Fired out to the flat to Hilaire, and nothing there. So a very short game for Kobe St. Hilaire. Peyton Kibbers in on the tackle there. Read it right away. Held him to just about 2 yards. So ball at the 30, it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Knights.
And that's not a position where New Milford wants to be. Obviously down 42-13, but even to simplify it, they do not want to be in a 2nd and 8.
Kenny hands off. St. Hilaire trying to fight his way forward. And this Butler defense right now seems like it is determined to not give up the big run to St. Hilaire like it did earlier in this game.
Brought down by number 7, Ryder Higby.
So he gets a few yards on that gain, about 4, but it's still going to be 3rd and about 4 for New Milford. And folks, make sure after this game is over, stay tuned to our social media channels for our exclusive interview with our Blue Nail Exteriors player of the game. Pitch goes out to Spencer, nothing there. Butler's defense all over it as they pitched it out to Zach Spencer, the freshman.
Zach Spencer brought down by a pack of Bulldogs after no gain.
Again, and like the PA announcer said here, pack of Bulldogs, that's the best way to describe it. There were multiple players who just read that right off the bat. Defensive coordinators love to see that. Everybody swarming to the football, and that has been a theme for Butler. And it looks like New Milford is going to keep their offense on the field here. Might as well. Over 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Now or never.
Trailing this game by 29 points. They need to get something going. Kenny rolling to the left, throws it over the middle. That's caught. First down. Great throw there. It looked like he just kind of sidearmed it to Alex Stuckey.
To number 14, Alex Stuckey.
And so it is 1st and 10 for New Milford. Good job there by Max Kenny. It looked like that was kind of a desperation heave almost.
It sure did.
Went right to his intended receiver. So we'll see if that play gives New Milford a little bit of life here. Kenny pump fakes, fires deep, looking for Gilchrist, incomplete. Good coverage downfield by the number 5 of Logan Mendaglio. No flag there, and you know New Milford was looking for one, but it really didn't seem like there was a whole lot of contact.
49-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Good coverage by the senior, who's got 7 tackles on the year. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the New Milford Knights. St. Hilaire going off tackle. And maybe a couple of yards. And so we will see. I think there might have been a flag at the end of this play here, and there was. So we'll see what they call. Butler sideline definitely seems to think it's against New Milford.
As does the fan right in front of us is pretty convinced it is as well.
Yeah. So the ball went up to the 48-yard line, and we'll see what the call is. Haven't signaled yet.
If we don't see it from the ref, I'm going to check that gentleman's reaction, and we'll know what the call was. And
it is against New Milford. So that is going to push him back. It's the last thing New Milford can have in this game right now. So that pushes him back to the 39-yard line. And so it is going to be 3rd and very long.
Penalty on New Milford pushes them back to the 39-yard line. Bulldog Nation, it's 3rd down.
So going to be 3rd and about 20 here for New Milford. Converted on a 3rd down earlier in this drive, and they're going to need to do so again here. Handoff goes up the middle to St. Hilaire, and just not anywhere near enough running room
By number 30, Kobe St.
for Kobe St. Hilaire, the junior.
41-yard line.
And so it is going to be 4th and about 18. And again, I think New Milford may have no choice but to keep their offense out there if they have any fighting chance of getting back into this one.
I don't think Bill Straub has many 4th and 18s in his playbook, but, you know, let's see. Obviously, if St. Hilaire breaks one, that would be one, but it's probably not too many.
Yeah, I would say most football coaches in America don't have any plays for 4th and 18.
Usually it's hope.
That is exactly right. So we will see what the call is here as we get into the final 20 seconds of the 3rd quarter. Pressure off the edge. Kenny fires over the middle. Incomplete. Good pass break up there by the number 5 of Logan Mendalio. That looks like Gilchrist was going to come down with it. But a great job there by the senior breaking that one up. And so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Butler. Ball at the 42-yard line.
And Mandaglio saying, I could do more than just kick PATs, made a nice defensive play, and the ball turns over on downs to Butler. Once again, good field position as they're on the 42 of New Milford.
Handoff goes to Perez, up the middle. Perez up across the 30, 1st down, Butler. And that is likely going to bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter here. And we'll see if that is, and that will do it for us here in the 3rd quarter. So, 4's up from Memorial Field here in Butler, New Jersey. The Butler Bulldogs closing in on the sectional final. They lead New Milford 42-13. We will take a short timeout and be back with the start of the 4th quarter here on Big State Sports.
Sussex Driving School, located in Newton, New Jersey, offers the required 6-hour training for 16-year-old GDL candidates. We offer 7-day-a-week instruction, road test service, and in-office knowledge testing and vision checks. Call to schedule at 973-209-1555. Let's get you on the road to freedom.
Hi, my name is Andrew Shaka. I'm one of the owners here at New Jersey Siding and Windows. We are a family-owned residential remodeling firm. Everything we offer here is quality and comes with great warranties. If it's a residential home, there's no home too big for us to work on.
Athletic Fields of Venkata Company, based in Morris Plains, New Jersey, is dedicated to enhancing the athletic experience for students, faculty, and visitors by transforming sports facilities into premier venues for competitive and recreational activities. We've installed over 1,000 fields, and we continue to focus on innovation and excellence. We partner with our clients to revitalize their existing athletic fields and create new ones from the ground up through meticulous.
Welcome back to the Mandelbaum Barrett broadcast booth. 4th quarter, Butler leading New Milford 42-13 here in the North 1 Group 1 semifinals. As Yadi Perez takes the pitch there and gets up to the 21-yard line.
Carried by number 22, Yadi Perez.
Nice gain, and it'll be 2nd and
down.
Call it about 3, it looks like. It says 2 on the scoreboard, but I believe it's 2nd and 3. So Perez, the lone back in the backfield here, as Butler trying to power its way to its third consecutive sectional final. They won the sectional title last year. They're going to look to try to make it back-to-back next week, barring mishaps in this one. Croker breaking tackles. Boy, has he been impressive tonight, Evan Croker. And it'll be a first down for Butler.
Number 0, Evan Croker, brought down at the 14-yard line. That's good enough for Butler Bulldogs. First down.
So the ball spotted at the 15-yard line.
And this touchdown can be significant. It not only will extend the lead, but will change the course of the clock, because then we would go to a running clock, because there would be more than a 33-point difference.
It would be a, well, if they score the touchdown, don't even get the extra point, it would be a 35-point difference. So that would be enough to trigger that. See if the Bulldogs can do that here. Perez up the middle, up to about the 10-yard line, gets a nice gain. They spot him at the 9.
Carried by number 22.
So it's going to be a 6-yard gain for Yadi Perez, having a nice game for himself tonight. 2nd and 4 for Butler.
Now, we talked in the open that Smith is an outstanding passer. The last 2 games, he hasn't had to throw the ball much. Only 4 for 8 in the first playoff game. Obviously, he ran for 200. And tonight, only 2 for 7, but he's closing in on 300 yards rushing.
Butler's starting to take their time offensively. They've been up-tempo most of the game, but I think they recognize the scoreboard and how much time is left. And David Smith recognizes the end zone there. Touchdown Butler. 6th of the night for David Smith. And that is an exclamation point here as the clock will start to run after the extra point.
And a few things happen on that. I've got him unofficially at 300 yards rushing. Again, that's unofficial. But how often
hold on one moment. Right. It's a hold against Butler.
All right. So he's not at 300.
So that is wiped out. My apologies. Didn't see the flag there. So we play on. It's still 42-13 Butler. So that holding call brings them back to about the 18-yard line. It's going to be Smith again, trying to break a tackle on the left side. Gets a nice little gain there. Up around the 10-yard line. They'll spot him around the 12. So that'll bring up 3rd down for the Bulldogs.
Well, you know, if he knows he's at 298, he might want to call his own number.
Yeah, I don't know how privy he is to his individual stats in the flow of the game.
Probably not.
I'm sure he knows he's got a big number up there, though. Perez in motion. Smith going to keep it again. Up the left side. He is going to be, I think, just shy of the goal line.
Carried by number 1, David Smith.
He got the first down. They're going to spot him at the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal.
And you know where that puts him? Over 300.
What a night for the Butler's senior dual threat quarterback, although the other end of the dual threat you haven't really needed to see much of tonight because he's been outstanding on the ground. Like you mentioned, not a whole lot of passing from him tonight.
Let's see if he goes for number 6.
Smith taking his time getting up to the line here, looking at the scoreboard, looking at the clock. Hands off, Yadi Perez. We'll see, wait for the signal here. I believe they're going to mark him short. Clock now under 8 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter.
Yadi Perez for a gain of 1.
So 1 yard gain for Perez. 2nd and goal coming up here.
And Perez has hit the end zone 8 times coming into this game. Was trying for number 9, came up a little short. I'm feeling a keeper here.
I don't think anyone in the building would be surprised if that's the play. But no, they pitch it out to Yadi Perez, and he'll walk in for the touchdown. That is an exclamation point on this one. It's 48-13 Butler with 7:09 to go in the fourth quarter.
The ultimate team player, Smith, pitching it to Perez, goes in for his 9th touchdown of the season. And just domination, especially in the second half by Butler, as they are on their way to yet another sectional title game.
And Bob, how about this Butler offensive line tonight? They've done an outstanding job opening up holes for pretty much all the running backs here. Snap down, kick on the way, and it is through the uprights to make it 49-13. For that Butler offensive line, Cole Benacasa, Christian Franco, a sophomore, Andreas Harlow, a senior, Tommy Henahan, a junior, and Peyton Kippers, a senior. Outstanding job all night. Not just protecting their quarterback in the rare instances he had to drop back to throw, but they have opened up holes for all the running backs tonight.
By the way, that drive took 5 minutes and 4 seconds. I think the only reason it took that long is because that's what Butler wanted. They really controlled the tempo.
Yep, and they're well aware of what the scoreboard shows. They're well aware of what the clock shows. And we're about to have a running clock here as Butler now holds a 36-point lead with 7:09 to go. After this kickoff, you should see the clock start to run. And again, folks, make sure you stay tuned to our social media channels to find out who our Blue Nail Exteriors player of the game is after this one. And folks, if you're enjoying this broadcast tonight, make sure you click the subscribe button. We broadcast over 1,500 New Jersey high school games a year, including more state playoffs than anyone else. Lots of county and conference champions for all sports. So press that subscribe button. It'll be the only subscription that doesn't cost you a thing. Line drive kick going to be fielded. No, it'll go out of bounds. And even though that went out of bounds, the clock will start running, and presumably this game will be over in exactly 7 minutes, barring any timeouts.
Kickoff by number 5.
And it gives me a chance to talk a little bit about the history of the program. Let's start with New Milford. State championships, 1972. North 1, Group 1, 1985, 1986. I will tell you about their most notable alum, Ed Marinaro. Now, what if I told you that somebody who went to Cornell finished second in the Heisman Trophy voting? Would you believe that?
No.
That happened in 1971. Pat Sullivan of Auburn won it. Ed Marinaro, with a great season, finished second. Tell you more about him after this play.
Handoff goes to Johnson up the middle. Not a whole lot there.
So Marinaro finished, as I mentioned, second round pick of the Vikings. Played in 2 Super Bowls with them in Super Bowl 8 against Miami, 9 against Pittsburgh. Was on a bad Jet team, sorry about that, in 1976. And then was with Seattle in their second year in 77. Became an actor. I'm not sure if you're familiar with these shows. Hill Street Blues. I'm going to take that as a no.
A little before my time, I would say.
I'm going to say definitely not Laverne and Shirley. And then how about Blue Mountain State? That's more up your alley.
Familiar
there
with
we
that
go.
one.
All right, so we've covered Ed Marinaro.
So ball at the 35-yard line here for New Milford. Handoff goes up the middle to Johnson once again. Not a whole lot for Jake Johnson. Butler's defense stays equal to the task here in the final minutes of these sectional semifinals.
Let's give some equal time to Butler. State titles, North 2, Group 2, 82 and 83. North 2, Group 1, 90, 94. 95, 96, 97. Kind of sounds like your Yankees with that dominance.
Absolutely.
Only notable alum I can find, Larry Hand, class of 1960, played at Appalachian State, 10th round pick of the Lions, and played in the NFL with the Lions from 65 to 77, 62 and a half sacks. Not bad.
Yeah, that'll do. Kenny firing downfield, incomplete and broken up.
And I know now these kids have a bridge year between high school and college. You know what he did in between? He worked as a mason here in Butler before going to Appalachian State. So there you go. It's amazing the things you learn when the clock runs in the fourth quarter.
By the way, going back to the out-of-town scoreboard, across Route 23, Kinnelon has now opened up a 30-7 lead on Kittatinny with over 3 minutes to go in that one. So it is certainly looking like for the first time in 10 years next week, Butler and Kinnelon are going to face off for the first time since then, and it'll be a sectional final appearance. And I'll tell you what, there might be a few people here at that game.
I think it'll be loud. I think it will be loud.
It will be very difficult to get a ticket if you live in Butler or Kinnelon next week, assuming that the scores hold, and right now there's no reason to believe that they won't hold. It would take really incredible things on either side for that not to happen at this point.
Especially with a running clock.
So 3:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Clock continues to run. And while we head into the final minutes here, obviously New Milford's season about to come to an end. I want to give a shout out to the seniors on the New Milford offense, on the actually the whole roster for New Milford. We'll do it after this play. New quarterback in for Butler. It looks like they're subbing in the backups here. That is Chris Costa, number 4, in at quarterback. So
carry by number 20, Alex Lopez, for no gains.
and Alex Lopez gets a carry there for Butler. So the seniors for New Milford, number 1, Luke Johnson, number 2, Jake Johnson. Go down the list, number 14, Alex Stuckey. Number 56, Benjamin Garcia. Number 74, Vance Thomas. Number 77, Thomas Seeby. And number 88, Brady Falco. Not a whole lot of seniors on this New Milford team, but still, for them, obviously great careers. Tough loss for them tonight, but certainly a lot to be proud of over their 4-year careers. Up the middle goes Chris Costa. Gets a few yards there. Always good for a program to see their younger players get in and get some action late in the game like this.
So not much suspense on player of the game, but you know what? Let's throw out some candidates. We got Yadi Perez, Evan Croker. I usually don't go with the losing team, but you got to at least have an honorable mention for the great half that Kobe St. Hilaire had. But I think it's pretty obvious who the player of the game is. 5 touchdowns, 300 yards. That'll do it.
Yeah,
David Smith.
Yeah, I think it's that's most likely going to be the pick here. We'll obviously have a discussion down there, but handoff goes to the number 20 on the play.
Carried by number 20, Alex Lopez.
So Alex Lopez gets his second carry on this drive.
Fourth down.
Not a whole lot there. It'll be 4th down as we head into the final minute of play here in the sectional semifinals. So 4th down for the Butler offense. Chris Costa out of the shotgun formation. Lopez to his right. Handoff goes to Lopez, and New Milford's defense all over that. Good job by them getting a stop on 4th down as we head into the final minute.
Haven't mentioned the Butler coach Jason Luciano tonight, and he is now, they've won 21 of their last 22 games, 3rd straight appearance in the state sectional finals. He's now 88-46 as a head coach, and that's 13 straight home wins for Butler.
So that is the end of the ball game tonight. And get ready if you live along Route 23. Next week, it's going to be Butler and Kinnelon in the sectional semifinals right here at Memorial Field. Final score, Butler 49, New Milford 13. It's a 3rd straight sectional final appearance for the Butler Bulldogs. Bob, final thoughts?
I got to give credit to the Butler defense. It looked like St. Hilaire was, and he did have a good game, but he was going to be unstoppable. And the Butler defense really shut him down after the first, I'd say, 18 minutes of the game. And second half, they really turned it around. Obviously, David Smith is an incredible weapon. 5 touchdowns, 300 yards. You don't see that every day.
All right, so a huge thank you to our crew here at Big State Sports today. Our producer, David Gordon, camera operator, Madeline Carmichael, and my color commentary partner, Bob Yanofsky. My name is Mike Gurnis. Make sure you join us tomorrow on Big State Sports for more state playoff football action as West Essex and Summit battle at 1 p.m. in the South 2 Group 3 semifinals. But for now, it's all about Butler tonight, a 49-13 win over New Milford. They will play Kinnelon in the sectional finals next week. It's been a pleasure bringing this one to you here on Big State Sports. My name is Mike Gurnis. We will see you next time. Good night from Butler. The right guard and number 56, right tackle Peyton Cabers. So that is the offense for the Butler Bulldogs. Read option, there goes Smith, up across the 30, up across the 20, to the 10, touchdown! Or is he
inside the 10-yard line? So 2 carries and already Smith is making his impact on the game tonight.
So first and goal for the Bulldogs offense. And up the left side, Smith. That time there's no doubt. So 2nd and 1 here for the Knights. We'll get to the rest of the Bulldogs starters on defense shortly. Kenny hands off St. Hilaire, first down and a little bit more. Up across the 30, and there he goes! Kobe St. Hilaire to the house.
So far, a little bit more than maybe we anticipated.
Trying to diversify their offense a little bit, it appears. And there goes Smith up the middle, first down, and more, up the left side, 10, 5, touchdown! Smith is going to first and 10. Motion here, hands off, up the left side, lots of running room, up across the 40, up across towards the 30, he goes out of bed. Logan Mindalio has not attempted a field goal this season, 44-46 on extra points, but it looks like the offense stays on the field nonetheless. Smith up the left side, he's going to get that. And he's going to go up the middle, he's going to get the touchdown! A lot of times they're the unsung heroes out on the field. Hand off St. Hilaire up the middle, lots of running room, there goes St. Hilaire! 40, 30, nobody's catching him, touchdown New Milford, no flags on.
He's got to be a track athlete. He is fast and wow.
Just needs a little bit of space and he can go to the house in seconds. And that's blocked. So right. Welcome back to the Mandelbaum Barrett broadcast booth. Second quarter underway. Butler leading New Milford 21-13. David Smith keeps it himself. Lots of running room. Powers his way past the 45-yard line.
Double digits.
So loss of 3 on the play, 2nd and 13. Croker in motion, but Smith will keep it himself up the left side. He's got a lot of room. Up towards the 20-yard line is David Smith.
The tempo is just fast.
If there's a speed above fast, that's what this game has been so far. Smith, left side, 10, 5, touchdown, Butler. An exciting first half so far. Butler 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Smith, draw play, keeps it himself, up the left side. He's got a first down, up around the 26. Butler can really take control of this game with a touchdown here. Smith drops back, looks downfield. He's got Croker complete. That should be a first down for Butler. He gets that about with 12 seconds. St. Hilaire in motion. They hand off to Zach Spencer. Spencer, lots of running room up across the 40. He's going to get the first down. Good run for the freshman. So ball at the 41-yard line. Once again, Kenny shotgun. One back to each side of him. There's motion in front of him from Jake Johnson. And St. Hilaire is going to be wrapped up in the backfield. Smith up the middle, got some running room, breaking tackles up across the 30, up near the 20. Play call. Here's motion, Croker, left side, looking for the pylon. Did he get there? He did! All right, so shotgun formation for David Smith. Up the right side, nice gain there. Keeping his feet moving, and he powers his way forward.
And Jake Johnson and Daniel May, 7 tackles and 1 sack each.
So Perez motions out to the left, and once again it's Smith. He is gonna go. Touchdown, Butler. Butler's starting to take their time offensively. They've been up-tempo most of the game, but I think they recognize the scoreboard and how much time is left. And David Smith recognizes the end zone.
I'm feeling a keeper here.
I don't think anyone in the building would be surprised if that's the play. But no, they pitch it out to Yadi Perez, and he'll walk in for the